The El Paso County Development Services Department is co-located with the Regional Building Department in the Regional Development Center at 2880 International Circle. This is a convenient one-stop location for land developers, builders, contractors, and homeowners seeking review of development and building plans, applications for building permits, contractor licensing, and many other related services. Development Services is responsible for the development, implementation, and enforcement of the county's Land Use Development Code.
The Board of County Commissioners has adopted the El Paso County Land Development Code, which establishes the types of processes that are necessary to receive approvals depending on the type of project you're doing.
Land development impacts transportation systems with additional traffic generated by the development. It impacts drainage systems due to an increase in hard surface areas. There may be safety issues related to police and fire access, availability of water and wastewater treatment, the ability to maintain roads, compatibility with surrounding neighborhoods, location of public facilities such as schools and fire stations. These are all things that are taken into account by the Development Services Department through its Planning, Engineering, and Project Management Division.
The majority of the people that visit us are coming in for a simple set of plan approval. The majority of our business is decks, houses, small construction where they can walk into our front counter, and we're the first stop for most of those people. They bring a set of plans into our office, we review them over the counter by our administrative staff, and are able, in most cases, to take an action to approve those and send them to the sister agency across the building, the Regional Building Department, where they may require a building permit.
The process for a large project is much different, but it still begins with a phone call or visit to the front counter at Development Services.
And so our project may be, for example, a new development in the Falcon area. Their first stop is with our department. What do our plans show for that area? What is it going to require to get that development?
A little research is the first step.
We can best serve you, citizens of El Paso County, if we know what it is you want to do with your property. I encourage people to look at the Land Development Code, get an idea what opportunities are there on your property, and what processes might you have to go through in order to achieve those opportunities.
The next step in the process is an early assistance meeting with the developer, a project manager, an engineer, and a planner.
We'll sit down with the applicant or the developer, go through what their specific proposal is on a specific property, and go through all the things that they're going to have to do, or some of the obstacles that they're going to face potentially in doing what they want to do in order to develop the property.
If the developer decides to move forward on the project, the application process begins, and the development plans are submitted to staff for review and compliance with the Land Development Code.
The review process includes our staff as well as outside agencies such as fire departments, school districts, oftentimes state agencies such as the State Water Engineer or Colorado Department of Transportation, those types of agencies that review it for issues or concerns that they may have with regard to water or with regard to fire protection, site design, those types of things.
Once the staff feels comfortable that the project is in line with county code, it is then reviewed by the County Planning Commission. Volunteers who frequently hear hours of presentations and sift through volumes of documentation to minimize the adverse impacts of proposed development on surrounding property owners, and to make sure that it will not result in higher costs to the general public. The time spent by staff to review the applications and advise the developer is then billed to the development project.
The development application fees covers the cost of the staff that's involved in the review of the application.
After review by the Planning Commission, development plans then go on for a formal public hearing by the Board of County Commissioners, which has final responsibility under Colorado law to balance the rights of landowners to develop their properties with the rights of other landowners to use and enjoy their properties without adverse impact from their neighbors. Land use decisions are frequently among the most difficult and important issues determined by the Board of County Commissioners.